Okay, so April 7th, right? I upload moving forward. I'm like, thank you for 200,000, right? That was a big milestone for me. Suddenly, like, I disappear for 3 weeks. And then I come in and I'm like, hey, here's a new Friday Night Funkin' mod that I made for fun with my friend. And now, 2 weeks after that's released, I'm almost at 300,000. I'm almost at 300,000 subscribers, and I am terrified. It's only been 2 weeks since Smoke 'Em Out Struggle has been released. And the amount of just everything, reception, overall content, fan stuff that has been made and done is still super surreal to me. This dumb little shower thought that I had one night is apparently now one of, currently, the biggest Friday Night Funkin' mods, and that's just kind of surreal to me, because Rage Miner and I were just like, hey, it'll be fun to make this. It'll be kind of a silly little idea. We'll have fun with it, you know? Just bond together. And we did. And now everything Garcello. And because of Smoke 'Em Out, there's a whole huge influx of people that are discovering me as a person and a channel. And they're like, whoa, ATSUoVER. And they're all confused and they're scared and they're like shaking in their boots and they're like, oh, what is that? So, you know, I just wanted to make this video because I want to talk about how like crazy this has all been, and also to introduce any new people to my channel just as itself, just completely not like Funkin' related at all. But yeah, hi, I'm ATSUoVER. You can just call me Anne. That's my name. I'm a girl, a trans girl, and if you want to know any more about that, you can go watch the My Voice is an Enigma video, and also Moving Forward, because Moving Forward has my face reveal in it. And if you want to just do that for your own reasons, I mean, go ahead. But for real though, those two videos answer a lot of questions that people keep asking in the comments and stuff, so if you are new here, and like you're genuinely curious and you actually want to know more, then definitely watch those two videos. Hopefully they satisfy your curiosity and hopefully you learn something about me. But yeah, I basically make silly, dumb art and music and animations and stuff. And sometimes these videos where I'm just talking. Roblox parkour gameplay is playing in the background. Everything is pretty much just a mess. And this little mess of a channel that has very amazing and supportive fans is now about to reach 300,000 in like 2 weeks, like after releasing that mod. And that's just like super exciting, but also really, really terrifying for me. There's like this part of me, I know it's like just in my head and like thinking about numbers and stuff, and I'm like, oh no, YouTube, scary. But, you know, like, I'm suddenly afraid of like keeping up. These are really dumb thoughts, right? But it's like, oh, I'll reach 300k. I barely uploaded really anything, honestly, of like my own. And like, I'm afraid that people will expect a quality that I don't have just because I have like 300,000. It's like, oh, 300,000 subscribers. This little lady must be pretty cool. Must have some like insane professional high quality stuff, you know? And it's like, I don't know. That doesn't actually matter, but it still gets to me. And I'm like, the standard ATSUoVER dilemma of, am I good enough? Oh, good enough? Like ATSUoVER reference? It's definitely not as bad as before, right? Those of you that have been following me for a while know that I would really just destroy myself over that stuff, right? Not just for sub counts, but just making stuff in general. Comparing myself to other content creators and, you know, just really putting myself down while everyone else is trying to pick me back up. And it's frustrating, but I'm a lot better now. A thing that was super cool is that, you know, sure, I wanted to make this video to like introduce myself and stuff and introduce a lot of you to the content that I do instead of just, you know, because I know most of you came from Garcello, right? But even then, like, I've been seeing it's not just Garcello getting attention. Like, people are looking at my other content and listening to my songs and watching my like animations and listening to me talk. And that makes me super happy. Because then it's like, I guess I don't really need to make this video, but I know that there's a good amount that are, you know, maybe they want to see more of that. But I also just want to really keep this casual. I don't want to become like Garcello Central or Friday Night Funkin' Central. I don't want to just fall into the same kind of hole that I was years ago with my channel, where I was just stuck, chained to a specific fandom, and that would just become my entire identity. And so as soon as I wanted to move on to something after I lost interest, then that like kind of destroyed my like motivation, seeing that people just didn't really care about it. But now people care about me, and that sounds selfish, but like I'm happy that you all are checking out my animations and just listening to me and, you know, being epic and supportive. I know I made a tweet literally earlier today talking about these feelings, and a lot of you were super supportive, and I'm thankful for that. Knowing that you don't just see me as like something to pump out a specific kind of content for you or anything. I'm just dumb little lady on the internet that makes funny things occasionally, and it makes you guys happy, apparently, and that makes me happy. But yeah, Friday Night Funkin'. Smoke 'em Out Struggle was a simple, fun little project that I thought would be neat to work with, like with a friend, Rage Miner. And we spent 3 weeks just learning stuff about the code, learning stuff about the game, and having fun with making this mod. And now it's kind of blown up in the modding community, or in like just the Friday Night Funkin' fans in general. And that's super cool, because we never expected our small little project to just kind of, woo. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I make a noise, you know what I'm saying? That's just really cool. All of the videos and all of the fan content that people have made is just crazy and awesome and wonderful. And Rage Miner and I appreciate all of it greatly. That video about the development of the mod, you know, we're working on that, so hopefully we can provide you with like really cool little tidbits and just a whole ass explanation of everything and how we went through it, because it was cool. It was a cool process. But after that, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing Friday Night Funkin' related anything after that. Like, that's probably gonna be the last bit of Funkin' related content that I'm gonna make, because I've kind of just been losing a bit of interest in it. I don't think it's because of Garcello, but I mean, you know, like, while we were working on it, it was just kind of already, like, the interest was already kind of dwindling and everything, right? But I still want to make my own things, and not just chain myself to Funkin' for views and money. I feel like if I kept going, if I still had interest down the line, I definitely want to make like an Annie mod remaster, with like dialogue and cutscenes and voice acting or whatever, you know, remastered songs and all that stuff, but that's really unlikely. And actually, speaking of Annie, right? I know the Friday Night Funkin' community in general has had this enormous just meltdown over Rule 34 and not safe for work art of their characters and stuff. And you know what? I think I'm gonna just share my thoughts about the art that people have made of my characters. Now, I know in the video talking about how I made the Annie mod, I know I said that she's basically like a self-insert, you know, like kind of like a persona, right? But honestly, you know, I don't use Annie as my profile picture or anything like that. I have my own little Anne persona, you know, that actually represents me. Like the one in the thumbnail. Like, I'm not gonna put Annie on there. So to me, she is like a separate character. I do not really mind at all if someone were to draw Annie, as long as there's nothing like illegal happening in the piece, then I mean, it's totally fine. Same thing goes for Garcello. I made a tweet about this a few days ago. I know that you guys love Garcello as like a wholesome kind of character, you know? But do you really have to call an artist mentally ill and send death threats to them just because they wanted to draw Garcello with a shirt off or something? Just because they wanted to draw him with his out? Guys, what even? What is... I'm getting a little heated, right? But it's upsetting, because someone drawing Garcello like that is totally fine. If you don't want to see it, don't seek it out. Or just, you know, block the account if you see anything suggestive from them, right? But please don't harass people for that. Rage Miner and I are completely okay with it. We don't mind. I don't know why I'm getting heated about this. I'm just saying. Don't harass people for that. It's fine if they draw it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be moving on from Funkin' coming up soon. Once that development video for Smoke 'em Out Struggle is out, I'll definitely be focusing more on my own stuff. And hopefully I can entertain you and make your day a bit better just with my dumb little things that I do. I really want to stream more, do more like drawing stuff like that, just doodling some dumb stuff, and you guys get to hear my keyboard and in all of its glory. One more thing about Smoke 'em Out. that really kind of like hit me, I guess, around like the first or second days after it released, and Rage Miner and I were looking at all the videos and the content and stuff and all these like people talking about it, right? It was really like invigorating to know that this made people feel something. People genuinely became attached to this character. People consider Garcello a comfort character, stuff like that, right? And that makes me super happy. Like, this mod has like kind of proven to myself, like in a big way, that I can make something that hits people, I guess, that resonates with them, that really makes them feel something, and that makes me super happy. It makes me feel like I have potential to do something great, you know? I doubt that I'm gonna accomplish something as great as that, but it's super, like, heartwarming and nice to know that. I really am glad you enjoyed Smoke 'Em Out Struggle and my other content, my songs, my animations, my art, all of it. I'm glad y'all are cool and I love you. I feel like this video is definitely gonna be not one of my like brightest in terms of like a talking video. I've honestly been kind of out of it and been having a hard time organizing my thoughts and thinking about a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm happy. I'm happy that you guys like Garcello. I'm happy that you guys like me. I'm happy that you guys like Rage Miner. Just big smile on my face. But yeah, follow my Twitter. That's like my only other like social media kind of thing that I have, honestly, and even then I'm not that active, but hey, I post stuff at least. Little music things, little art and stuff, and tell you if I'm streaming or, things that I have planned. And also don't forget that a lot of my songs are on Spotify now. Unleashed, the mashup that I made recently, that's going up on Spotify soon, and I'll definitely try to get the Animod songs up there as well. So yeah, I probably repeated myself like 50 times in this video, right? But huge thanks. I appreciate all of you. Just thank you, and I love you. Bye-bye.